It's policy, right? So this is the step-by-step tutorial on how to basically further yourself as a producer in the underground scene. It's like base level, just like starting with an account with maybe like 10 followers minimum that you just have on the side that you want to turn into a producing account. This is something that I did summer of 2024, and I think I capped at like 600 and something followers, maybe 500 and something followers, and a whole lot of producing connections that really furthered me in my career. And I ended up dropping it because I wanted to live my life, but and not produce. But yeah, this is the guy. This is it. This is a summer's worth of work right here. It took me about 4 months, and it's really easy. I think that anybody could do it. Step one, you gotta come up with a name, and it's gotta be something catchy. Like, it's gotta be something memorable. It's gotta be something easy that rolls off the tongue. You know, something that will look nice when it's being credited. Like, for example, like, We Don't Give a Fuck. WGA, that's his whole brand. He turned his name, that was, mind you, it was originally his tag. That's some lore if you didn't know that. His name was originally just Ezra. He had a tag. It was like We Don't Give a Fuck. Changed his name into We Don't Give a Fuck. Changed his brand into We Don't Give a Fuck. Everybody knows that now. My nigga Ray hit 2,000 followers on Instagram, and he got his account banned and had to restart from the bottom. And he already hit 2,000. That's a GOAT. But right there, We Don't Give a Fuck. Study, China Poet, Bobby Horror. Just a lot of these producer names that just come to mind. Seawater or CWTA. Mexico Dro, Perk 40, TDF, like those names, like Skyo, Gabe, Filthy, like there's really levels to it. But in the underground, you try to come up and have your own uniqueness in your name, and you want it to have like a little bit of an umph to it. You feel me? Like policy. Like, I look dumb, right? I'm in the middle of the woods, but it's tough. But I look dumb, but like policy. You feel me? I was some backstory of how I got the name. None cool. I originally had a TikTok account with like 13,000 followers or so, mind you, because I've done this blowing up off of producer shit before under different names. But keep that on the low. But I had an account with like 13,000 followers. I deleted all the videos, and I wanted to change the name. But every single time it was changing, I tried to change my name, it kept redirecting me to like the update notes and policy shit. And like I just kept seeing it. And so I was like, yo, that might as well just be my name. You know, I couldn't think of a name at the time. So I just ended up changing that as my name. And then a few weeks later, I was like, damn, I low-key want to get it back into producer. So I was like, that's my name on that account. Might as well just transfer it over there. And then it just stuck. You feel me? It's gotta be a name that really sticks with you, and something that, you know, all your friends can agree with, and, you know, just be something that works. You feel me? This is a long topic, but it's something that important. Your name really matters, because when it's getting out there, it's gonna be out there. You want to have people saying your name. Number 2, being you. And this is probably the most important step in life in general, but especially in producing. Because you could pop up in the cut, right? You can go on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. You can post these type beats. You're only gonna make it so far, bro. You're only gonna make it so far. You can't go anywhere with being somewhere else. I mean, someone else. We're trying to be somebody else. My fault. Sound dumb as shit. But you need to study first. You need to first study. 100%. Study producers, study music, study everything music related, and really connect with what you want to make, right? So study these producers and go into FL and just make stuff. Like when I first started, I was around Prod by 668. Probably my spookiest beat, that dude. And I looked up to him in his music. So I was making, sort of around his style of beats, while also trying to slowly over the time incorporate it into my own sound and my own shit. And then once I was cool. People were starting to know me off the Proud by 668 stuff. But once I started immediately turning it into my own shit and having my own sound, started blowing up on TikTok, YouTube immediately. That's because that's really the key, being yourself. That's exactly how you're going to further yourself, especially in your sound, and being unique in your sound and your usage of sound, using sounds that don't feel like they would ever be able to go together, doing stuff that you've never heard other people do in beats before, doing stuff that you have heard in people do in beats before, but changing it to be this manipulated way, how it fits into your category of how you're feeling in that moment. That's what's going to be important, and that's what people are going to remember you by. That's that uniqueness and that creativity that you're going to bring to the table as a producer and in this music scene is going to take you to a whole nother branch of producers, and you're going to create your own shit. And then nobody's going to be able to fuck with you. So, being yourself and being unique, that is definitely, in my opinion, the most important step. And there's that comes with time. That comes with time. Because not everybody just has the ability to sit behind a computer and just go crazy over like a year span, or just go crazy under like a few months. You feel me? It's going to take time, and you have to think, like, do I care? Like, do I really want to do this? Is this something that I know that I want to do and that I know that is going to take me to a different level in my life? And if the answer is yes, then, like, my nigga, you got it. You got it. Who cares if it's going to take you 5 years to blow up and be up with your niggas? Because you're still going to be up. You're still going to be with your niggas. It don't matter. Just make sure you being yourself, and make sure you really dedicated to what you're doing. You feel me? Because that's I promise you, it's going to be the most important thing ever. You feel me? Step 3. We're almost getting to the end here. Connecting. And connecting and your personality. This is probably also one of those things where it's like, this is another of the most important things ever. But it also ties into being unique and being yourself. Being connected as a producer really matters. It really matters. And I'm not gonna lie, when I became policy, like when I started off as policy, I kind of transferred some friends that I had as like 2 different aliases to just being policy. So that's how I was still friends with We Don't Give a Fuck, Study, like off rip. Like I've known them for like 2 years now. So I had those connects, and I had those opportunities through them. But when I first started, and when I was first trying to really get my name out there, the best place to be, 2 best places to be, is Discord and Instagram. Now, if you're a producer watching this, I don't know where I'm gonna put this. I don't know if I'm gonna put this to Instagram, YouTube, or whatever. If you're a producer watching this, you might be like, I'm not trying to be one of those lame ass Discord niggas. I completely get it. I think that Discord is probably one of the worst platforms that I have installed on my phone. Discord has caused me nothing but horrible experiences in relationships with friends and drama. It's a terrible place. But for connecting and meeting people, it is amazing. It is stupendous. It's the best. Because you can go into a Discord. Say, go for example. Let's go into the Blackboy Max Discord. Let's say you watch Blackboy Max's streams. You want to start producing. You're here. What do I want to do? You go into his server. You go into the thing he has labeled as like for creatives. He has a beats channel. Scroll through the beats. Hit people up in the DMs. I know that some of them have melodies sent in there too. Work on their melodies. Send them back to them and be like, yo, like, I fuck with you. I'm definitely trying to get some more shit in. This is my IG, da-da-da-da. They gonna follow you on IG. Y'all gonna continue to lab over and over and over again. If y'all really got that chemistry, and if you're really bringing that uniqueness, because if you're not bringing that uniqueness and you don't got that chemistry with him, you got a shit personality, y'all not gonna make no music. You're not gonna go anywhere with that shit. But if y'all have that and you have that, what? If y'all have that and if y'all been going like that, y'all gonna keep labbing over and over and over again, he's gonna end up like reposting some of your shit. Somebody's gonna see it. Somebody's gonna find you. Somebody's gonna pay you. You're gonna get paid, bro. You're gonna get paid. And Discord is the place for that. It's the place for those opportunities with producers that are trying to get connects. Because there's gonna be 1,000 people who are in the exact same spot as you. Millions, actually. More than millions. There are so many producers in the world right now that are trying to make it out. Everybody's gonna try and work, bro. Besides the one that got egos, everybody's gonna want to work with you. So what you need to do is you need to go into Blackboy Max's server. You need to go into like random drum kit servers, random like chords that you just see on Instagram, like Ken Carson chords, Discords that have a general audience of regular people, yeah, but they also work with producers and they work with people who are involved with music, because those are going to be the ones that can take you, and you're going to gain an audience from being around the regular people, and you're going to gain the connections from being around the producers. And once you start to mixing your audience with regular people that you know from in real life, people that you met on Discord through the servers, producers, that's just gonna brew a potion that just ends up being something good for you, because all that love and support that you're getting from your connections and your positivity and your personality is just gonna further you as a person and B as a producer. And that's what you're here for. You're here to become the best producer. And once people around you are seeing that what you're doing is unique, you're having all these friends, you're a cool person, you'll start to attract. You attract. Like, you being a positive and an energetic and a vibrant person attracts. And it attracts good people and people who want nothing but the best for you, and people who want to work with you and further your music and take you to the next level. And that's when you start getting those crazy connects. And that's what starts to take you to the next level. That's how you get them crazy ass placements, bro. That's how you get them connect with them producers who be producing for Swap or whatever, whoever. That's how you do it. So that's step 3. Step 4 is your aesthetic, because it matters. Like, not on some corny shit, and I think this is probably gonna be the shortest segment, but your aesthetic definitely does matters. Your aesthetic definitely do matter. The way that you approach people matter. The way that you dress in matter. This only works if, you know what? Matter of fact, I'm finna put a part that says skip this if you're not if you're a producer who's not gonna show your face. If you're a producer who's gonna be showing your face, like I was just like off rip, that shit matter, bro. Like you wanna approach niggas with a certain style, you wanna approach niggas with a certain swag, you wanna look a certain way that's you. Like you wanna look the way that's you. And me, when I was doing that shit, I was really just dressing however, but my overall vibe was I looked like I was pulled straight out of like 2016, 17, 18. Like I look like I came here from the future and I was showing y'all beats that I was making back then. Like that shit was it was some fire shit. But your aesthetic definitely does matter if you want to like be one of those niggas who want to show your face and do all that shit. So just make sure that you you come in correct and you come in right and you don't look like a dumbass all the time. You feel me? And step 5, and this is probably the last step, is don't be egotistical. Just don't. All right, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be blunt with you, cause you my nigga. I'm gonna be blunt with you. You can go up being egotistical. You can start being friendly. You can start producing being friendly, but you can go up being egotistical. 100%. I know niggas who have. I got niggas who have. I have friends who are egotistical. It's not cool. It's not cool whatsoever. Like, you need to understand, and you have to know, and you have to remember constantly that you were once at the point of the man who's in your DMs trying to work with you. You once were texting another producer saying, hey, I really fuck with your shit, like, let's lab. And then they didn't text you back, and they left you on open. Or they clowned you. You was once that person. And a lot of producers tend to forget that. A lot of artists tend to forget that. A lot of people in life tend to forget where they came from and where they started. And you can go up off of doing that 100%. But you're a loser. At the end of the day, you worked so hard to become a loser. You spent time with your friends, you spent time alone, and now you're a loser. And you're ignoring people who's trying to work with you. You're not getting back to your homies. You're not coming right, because people are showing new amounts of love to you that you haven't gotten before. You just become a loser, bro. And I feel as if that once we start getting to that level where everybody's a loser, that's when this underground shit really just become dead. And nobody wants this shit to be dead. Nobody wants this shit to be played out, because it is played out. Nobody wants this shit to be corny, because it is corny. But nobody wants that shit to be dead in the fucking dirt. And these niggas with these egos, and these niggas being weird. You know what I'm talking about by being weird. These niggas being weird. Everybody doing all this stuff. And for no reason. When everybody could just be chill. So what you need to do is you need to do exactly the opposite of what those niggas are doing. And I promise you, you'll go up, and not only will you go up and be appreciated, you'll go up and you'll be respected. You won't have to ask and go in somebody's server to ask for a repost. They just gonna do it. You feel me? That's the truth. Just come correct. Come correct is what I'm saying. To further yourself, you need to come correct to everybody. And this is, I got a self-discipline problem and a self-control problem that I'm trying to work on. And I struggle with coming correct. But you gotta come correct, bro, at the end of the day. But yeah, this was the guide. You know, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it was helpful. Finna go hit the art, eat some food, work out, and watch the sunset. Have a good one, boys. We out.